Hi and welcome to Heiner Builds Your Ride. Today we'll be looking at this Nissan Patrol Y62. But before we get into detail, we'll roll the intro. We'll have a look under the hood. So on this one, the customer asked that we put a rear Anderson on the tow bar, also with a electronic stability control Anderson on the rear. The rear Anderson is fed in conjunction with this easy as ignition sensing relay, obviously because this has a smart alternator. So it needs the ignition signal in the camper or caravan or whatever. We've got the DC hub feed to the Egon. That's the power for the ignition relay. And then we've just re-crimped the driving lights onto the same lug. In here for the tow pro, we've found that this is the towing fuse. So we've just picked up power behind the panel in the back and done all the connections inside the car, just to make it easier. That's it under there.
Let's go to the back of the car.
In the back here, we've got the compressor switch and the outlet. We've got a USB with a USB-C and USB-A and just a normal 12-volt socket. Customer supplied the fridge. We've got the travel buddy up here. It's just on an Anderson, so you can plug it in anywhere that he needs to. Over here we've got another 12-volt socket and another USB-A, USB-C plug. Here we've got the inverter switch, or the remote, for the Redarc 2 kVA inverter. You just turn that on and then you're ready to use the 240 power. The drawer system is made by Full Boar, Fourbie drawers. The customer had that fitted before it came in. On the bottom here you've got a table. And then that obviously comes right out like that as well. So you've got a lot of room to prepare food and whatever. And then up here we've got the National Lunar LED light, white and orange. The compressor is mounted behind this panel here. There's a dead space in the side there. Down here we've got the electronic stability control Anderson here. And then we've got that ignition triggered Anderson here with that easy as relay. Down under here we've mounted the ARB air tank. It's just up here. So we've got the air tank just here. And that's coming through some bulkheads through the car, just to the compressor. And then under here, the false floor for the drawers. There's usually your jack and all the tools that come with the car to change your tyre. That is taken out, and there's a 100 amp hour Amptron battery in there with 175 continuous discharge, and that powers everything in the car.
And yeah, that's it on the back of this car. Let's go and see inside of the car.
So in here, there's storage. Comes with the drawer system. There's a switch here, which is a momentary switch hooked up with a resistor. So if you drain your lithium battery down too far, it pretty much links the start battery with the lithium battery, and that will wake up the BCDC to say to start charging. We've got the BCDC Core 40. That's only for in-cabin installations. And that's all connected here into the Egon DC hub. Here you've got the solar input for the BCDC. So you can just plug a solar blanket in there and that will charge the battery. This is your travel buddy Anderson. You can use that for other things as well, but it only has a 25 amp fuse on it. Under here, you've got your twin mega fuse holder, the top one feeding the inverter and the bottom one feeding the Egon DC hub. And you have a Victron 500 amp Smartshunt, and the inverter,
The Redarc 2000 watt inverter.
is just mounted up under here. And then the power board for the inverter is on here. It's just velcroed down, so he can just move that wherever he wants it. If he wants it there or there, it's up to the customer. That was it, I think. In the front. In here is where you can control your tow pro for the electric brakes in your trailer or caravan or camper. That's all we did in the front here. And yeah. There's just one last thing to do, and that's our seal of approval. It's ready to drive anyway. Thank you, and we'll see you for the next one.